we have to go. We have to get to JFK. Previously on, hopefully get some desirable trips international so she can kick the person's suitcase underneath the seat. Hey crew, welcome back to my channel for another flight attendant vlog. For those of you who are new, my name is Bridget. I'm a New York City based flight attendant and I vlog my life and experiences as a flight attendant. So if that interests you, don't forget to subscribe. So this vlog's trip, excuse me, don't worry, I got my vaccine. This vlog's trip, we are working a 3-day trip, which it seems so weird that I'm excited for that because that was typically what I work pre-panorama. But now I've been getting into like 2-day trips. So it's nice to work a 3-day trip for a change, and it is commutable on both ends, which we like, which we love, and it ends with a deadhead, which we love even more. So our layovers are Salt Lake City and somewhere in Florida, but it's okay. I'll take the Florida for the end with a deadhead. Hopefully I don't regret saying this, but we'll see later in the vlog. So yeah. Tomorrow, we have a 9:25 report at JFK. We have to commute into LaGuardia on a 7 a.m. flight and then Uber to JFK because there's no direct flight that will get me in time to JFK. So, it's time to start packing. Unfortunately, I am not meal prepping for this trip. I didn't get time to plan meals and go to the grocery store and make food. So we will have to spend money on meals for this trip, which isn't the norm, but it's okay. It happens every now and then. I just don't want it to be a regular thing. So hopefully we can find some good food on each day and we'll go from there. So yeah, let's start the packing process. Good morning crew, it is 5:41, day 1 of our 3-day trip, and I'm actually ready on time for once. So I'm about to head out of the house and head to the airport. I'll either see you when I get to the airport or when I get to New York. So see you soon. Hey crew, so you're probably wondering what happened. I said I was going to speak to you guys once I got to the airport, but a lot went down, so we definitely have a lot to talk about. But I thought, why not show you guys the room since it is really nice. So I'm not sure I told you guys what the schedule was for today, but we are in Salt Lake City. I had one leg today, JFK to Salt Lake City, but just to get to JFK was a fiasco. So let's have a quick chat to say what happened today. I spoke to you guys this morning. I don't know if I told you, I don't remember if I told you that I had to fly into LaGuardia and then Uber over to JFK for my rotation today because there was no flights out of DC to JFK. So I get to the airport. I'm actually flying with someone that I know who also lives in the DC area, and we're boarding. Literally, we were like the last people to board, and they come up to us and like, hey, it's delayed because of the weather. So we're like, okay, well, how long is the delay? Like, do we need to look into other flights? They're like, oh, it should only be a few minutes. We're waiting for the fog to clear out. So we sit there. The flight was supposed to depart at 7 o'clock. it was delayed until 7:05, which is nothing major, and then it went to 7:15, and then it went to 7:50, which, remember, I have to go to JFK for my trip today, and my sign-in is at 9:25. So the lady that I was working with, who was also on that flight, we were like, what are we gonna do? Should we get off? Like, what should we do? So we decided to stay on because there's no other flight to get us to JFK any faster than this one. And they basically tell us like they don't know when we're taking off because the fog hasn't cleared. We finally get in the air and we're circling. Once we get close to LaGuardia, we land at 9:30 or 9:23. And what time was my sign-in? 9:25 in a whole nother airport. So we're running through the airport. We were in contact with the company the whole time, letting them know the situation, that we were on our way, that we will make the flight, we just would not be there at sign-in. Running through the airport, we get into our Uber. We're telling the Uber driver, like, we have to go. We have to get to JFK. We get to JFK, we're running through JFK. Of course, our flight is not, our gate is not close to security. It's all the way at the end of the world. So we're running through and we finally get there. So by the time I got on the plane, I was drenched in sweat. So that was my morning. Like I said, we're in Salt Lake City. I actually haven't been here in years, which is crazy. I think my first year here, which was 3 years ago. So yes, I'm going to get barbecue for food because I didn't pack any food with me. One of the crew members said that they have a really nice barbecue place here, and I said I would try it out, and the van driver also said it was good. So I'll come back to you guys when I'm settled and I have my food and everything. Hey crew, so I've been doing a really bad job at vlogging on this trip, but we have just made it to our hotel. I'm in Fort Myers, Florida, and yeah, I'll show you the room and then we'll talk. I know I didn't come back yesterday and explain to you guys, but I was exhausted. So yeah, let me show you the room. We have a microwave and a fridge. That's pure luxury. Yeah, the view is pretty nice. The first problem with me in this hotel is that it was almost an hour away from the airport. Tomorrow we have an early report, which means it's going to be extra early because it's basically an hour drive, and that was without traffic. The next thing that was a bit alarming to me was when we got into the hotel, no one was wearing masks. Like, the two workers at the reception were wearing masks, but I was supposed to say passengers, like not residents, what are they called? Guests. In the hotel, sitting in the lobby, no mask on. Entering the hotel, no mask on. Getting on the elevator, no mask on. I was like, okay. So yeah, that's that. Let me get myself settled and then I will sit down. I promise this time I will sit down and talk to you guys about yesterday and today, and yeah, we'll catch up. Okay, I'm back. I'm in the bathroom, but I'm not using the bathroom. And I have a public service announcement. What? They're cramming us in this row to sit next to each other?